guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Wellness Wednesday. So for today, I wanted to talk about healthy eating. I'm going to start out with a question. Have you ever eaten a meal and felt really sluggish or tired after eating the meal, or even sick? On the contrary, have you ever eaten a meal and felt energized? I think we can all agree that what we eat affects our physical health. But I think oftentimes we overlook its effects on our mental health. So I'm going to get a little scientific. I found an article that I really liked that I'm going to share with you guys. I'll post it up so you can read it if you would like, if you're interested. But the article said, think about it. Your brain is always on. It takes care of your thoughts, your movements, your breathing, your heartbeat, your senses. It works 24/7, even while you're asleep. This means your brain requires a constant supply of fuel. That fuel comes from the food you eat. And what's in the fuel makes all the difference. Put simply, what you eat directly affects the structure and function of your brain and ultimately your mood. And then it goes on to use an analogy that I thought was really relevant. It says, like an expensive car, your brain functions best only on premium fuel. So a lot of expensive cars, you have to put premium fuel in it or it will damage the engine. The same is true for your brain. Unfortunately, if you're not putting premium fuel in it, it can negatively affect your brain. And premium fuel meaning good foods. So it goes on to talk about serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter, and it helps us to regulate sleep, appetite, and it mediates our moods. And since about 95, I did not know this, but it says about 95 of our serotonin is produced in our gastrointestinal tract. And our gastrointestinal tract is lined with 100 million nerve cells or neurons. And it makes sense that because of this, it makes sense that the inner workings of our digestive system don't just help us to digest food, but it also guides our emotions. So I wasn't aware of that, but I thought that was really interesting. So I will post that article up for you guys to read because I thought it was, it makes some really good points to what eating healthy can really do for our brains, or on the contrary, if we're not eating nutritious foods, what that can be doing to our brains and how that could be affecting our mood. So the point here with today's Wellness Wednesday talk on eating nutritious foods is not to food shame or to feel bad if you're not eating healthy. The point is to be more mindful of your nutrition and what you're putting in your body. Particularly if you're struggling with anxiety or depression, or you feel your moods are affected by the food you eat. I struggled with anxiety back in my early 20s, and I noticed a huge difference when I changed the way I eat. When I started eating healthier and more nutritious foods, it made a big difference in my life. So I'm very passionate about this topic because it's something that I've experienced firsthand. And at your age, I will say I did not care what I ate. So, for you guys, you may be thinking it doesn't really matter to me right now. I'm young, I'm fine. I felt like that at your age. I ate fast food, honestly, every day, junk food, of course, all the time. But I later realized that I was harming my body, and it, like I said, it made a huge difference when I made those changes. So this is what I would say. Enjoy your pizza. Moderation is key, but then make sure to nourish your body with healthy foods throughout the day. So if you're going to splurge and you're going to eat some junk food, or you're going to eat pizza or whatever it is, just make sure that some of your other meals or your snacks include something nutritious. And try and do, when you do eat foods that aren't as nutritious, try and do it in moderation. That's really the key. So the point is not to deprive yourself at all. And the point of this is, like I said, just to be more mindful of what you're putting in your body. So I would suggest starting small. So maybe pick one meal a day that you're going to eat healthier at, that you're going to incorporate more nutritious foods, and then go from there. And even deciding to drink more water. I mean, water is super important for our body and our brain functioning. I will say the more water I drink throughout the day, the more mental clarity I have. So even adding more water to your diet can really make a big difference. So just start with some of those, maybe some small changes, and go from there. And like I said, if you are somebody that struggles with anxiety or depression, or you feel like your moods are affected by the foods that you eat, then this might be really beneficial for you to make some of these changes and see if it helps. So that is today's Wellness Wednesday topic and tips. I'm going to post a link to that article if you're interested. I thought it was just a really good article explaining what nutrition, the effects that food has on our brain, and what eating nutritious foods, the benefits that it can have. So I hope you guys have a good Wellness Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow for Think Positive Thursday. Take care, guys.